It's a horrible feeling, huh? Your back's hurt, you can't squat in the gym, you can't deadlift, you can't work out the way you want to work out because your back's too tight, your muscles are aching, your nerves are on fire. Either way, you got back problems. Sciatica, slip discs, tight muscles, whatever it may be. Now, I have dealt with this kind of problem for years, slip discs, sciatica pain, tight muscles, all three. And from prior experience of different stretches, rolling my back out, different workouts, I figured it out. I finally figured it out to help you get through it because I've dealt with this back pain for maybe 4 years going on, and I figured out how to fix it. Step 1, let your back heal before you start any type of stretching, rolling, workouts, etc. Whenever I hurt my back, I like to let myself heal for maybe about a week. It depends on the person, but to the point where you're able to move around, you're able to kind of bend down a little bit without it hurting. You can go through your daily routine without too much of a hassle. Step 2 is stretching. This is very important to get the mobility back in your back, in your hamstrings, etc. I'll show you the stretches now. All right, so here's our first stretch, which is gonna be touching our toes. Easy, simple, everyone knows how to do it. With my shirt. You wanna keep your legs straight if you can. If not, a little slight in the knees will be fine until you're able to get to that level where you're able to stretch with your knees straight. So, here's a little side view. Each one of these stretches is gonna be 30-second holds for 3 sets. So I'm gonna come down here, touch my toes, reach for my toes, and I'm gonna hold it for 30 seconds. You see my knees are a little bit bent, a tad bit. If I keep stretching, I'll be able to straighten them out and reach for my toes. But if your back is really hurt and you're not able to bend down like that, it might be better to bend your knees a little bit. Slowly stretch it, hold here maybe, if that's all you can go, 30 seconds, come back up, come back down, 30 seconds, come back up. Now a better way to do this if it's really in bad pain is to do it in extreme heat. So that's when I'll go into the shower, turn it up all the way, let it burn, and then I'll start my stretching from there. Stretch 2. Stretch 2 is we're gonna be focusing on loosening up the glutes, which is important for your back healing process. So what you're gonna be doing is you're gonna put one leg bent and flat on a bench, a table, a chair, a flat surface, okay? That's higher from the ground. So I sit on a flat surface and I rotate my body to the left, or whatever way you're gonna start with, till one leg is up like this, one leg is off the bench. And all I'm gonna do is keep my back straight and I'm gonna bend towards my knee. And I'm bending towards my knee, keeping my back straight, and you start to lean on it, going towards your knee. And you wanna get to a point where it's really tight and you're kind of just holding it. Not too tight where you're gonna pull your muscle again, but to a point where it's comfortable, but you know you're still stretching. And you're gonna hold it for 30 seconds, release, go back up, take a breather, and start getting back into it. So again, this is gonna be 30-second holds on each leg for 3 sets. 30-second hold 3 times, 30-second hold 3 times, the opposite way like this. Another great stretch is an easy one that everyone knows. All you gotta do is put your leg over your other leg and pull. And go towards your knee. It might help you stretch other glute areas that this exercise wouldn't be able to stretch. Step 3 is applying heat to your back as well as foam rolling, massaging the back, getting blood back in there, loosening up those tight spots. And how I personally like to apply heat to my back is I jump inside the shower and I turn that girl all the way, not all the way, but really, really hot to where it's stinging. Like you want to jump out of the water any second, and I kind of bend down and I let the water splash on my back, and I just let it heat up. It's so hot to the point where my whole back is red. Let me just tell you that. But when I jump out the shower, my back feels relaxed, I'm feeling good, I can go to sleep. Step 3, stretching and warming up like crazy before you work out. I warm up for about 30 minutes, and that's before any workout. Chest, shoulders, back, legs. I make sure to stretch and warm up for 15 to 30 minutes minimum. And you want to avoid workouts like really heavy deadlifts and really heavy squats. You know, workouts that are going to tighten up your back again until you get your back healed. Next step is you want to make sure that your back, not only your back, but your hamstrings and your hip flexors are all up to par with your quads. Now this was a problem to me, which I had no clue about. My quads were a lot stronger than my hamstrings and my glutes. You see, maybe about like 4 years into working out, I only worked on the front part of my body. as most of us do. We only care about the front of our appearance because that's all we see in the mirror. I'm talking about lower back, glutes, and hamstrings. The main exercises that help me strengthen up the back side of my body is gonna be hip thrusts, back extensions, hamstring extensions, and working on your core. So, a little recap. Number 1, let your back heal until you're able to do your daily routine comfortably. Number 2, start stretching. Number 3, use a foam roller and apply heat to your back or the area where you're feeling pain. Number 4, strengthen and condition areas that are weak. For me, it's my hamstrings. For most people with back injuries, it's gonna be hamstrings, glutes, lower back. So if you want to see a separate video on how I train my hamstrings, glutes, and back, specifically to heal myself up, get strengthened back up, and be able to be up to par with my quads, let me know in the comments and I'll provide another video on that. So with that in mind, follow these steps, heal your back, strengthen your muscles, and I'll see you guys in the next video.